Introduction: The myth of the artistic genius. You see a brilliant logo, a beautiful social media post, or a stunning website, and you think to yourself, I wish I could do that. But I'm just not creative. You've been told a story your entire life. A story that says creativity is a magical, inborn gift. It's a talent bestowed upon a select few, the artistic geniuses who can sketch masterpieces with effortless grace. You, on the other hand, can barely draw a stick figure. You believe that graphic design is a world of subjective art, a fortress you cannot enter without this mystical key of talent. This is a powerful, paralyzing, and completely false myth. Modern graphic design, especially the kind that businesses will pay you a premium for, is not art. It is communication. It is a technical skill. It is the science of arranging visual elements, text, color, and shapes to achieve a specific, measurable business goal. A beautiful design that fails to communicate its intended message is a failed design. A simple, boring design that clearly communicates its message and gets a customer to take action is a work of engineering genius. Welcome to From Zero to Designer. This is not an art history book or a course on abstract theory. This is a practical, step-by-step roadmap for becoming a professional, hireable graphic designer, even if you have zero artistic talent. We will treat your new career not as a quest for creative inspiration, but as an architectural project. First, we will demolish the myth of the artistic genius and install the powerful visual problem solver mindset. We will deconstruct the core, unbreakable principles that govern all good design. Next, we will give you the tactical playbooks for mastering the most in-demand design services, from logos to social media graphics, using the simple, intuitive, and incredibly powerful tool Canva. Most importantly, we will guide you through the process of building a comprehensive, professional portfolio project that will serve as the undeniable proof of your new skills. Finally, we will show you how to leverage that portfolio to find, pitch, and land your first high-paying creative client. It's time to stop letting the "I'm not creative" myth hold you back. Your logical mind and your ability to follow a system are your greatest assets. The principles are learnable. The tools are accessible. The path begins now. Part 1. The Foundation. The Architecture of Visual Communication. Case File 01. The Architect's Mindset. You are not an artist. You are a visual problem solver. Before you choose your first font, we must perform the most critical re-engineering of your entire career. The number one reason aspiring designers fail is that they're operating under a false identity. They are trying to be an artist. An artist's primary goal is self-expression. Their work is a reflection of their personal vision and their emotions. Its success is subjective. You're not here to be an artist. You are here to be a visual problem solver. This is an unbreakable, non-negotiable distinction. A visual problem solver has one, and only one, primary objective: to use the tools of design to solve a specific business problem for their client. The work is not about you. It is about the client's goal and their customer's needs. The success of your work is not subjective. It is an objective, measurable result. Did the new social media graphic increase clicks by 20%? Did the redesigned menu lead to more appetizer sales? This should be a source of profound liberation. It means your success as a designer is not dependent on a mysterious, innate artistic eye. Your success is dependent on your ability to clearly understand the client's strategic goal and to apply a set of proven, universal principles of visual communication to achieve that goal. This is the work of an engineer, not a mystic. You are an architect of communication. You are using shapes, colors, and text not as paint on a canvas, but as functional building materials to construct a clear and persuasive message. When you adopt this mindset, you stop asking the anxiety-inducing questions of an artist and start asking the strategic questions of an architect. The artist asks, "Is this beautiful?" The architect asks, "Is this clear? Does this communicate the intended message in under 3 seconds?" The artist asks, "What do I want to create?" The architect asks, "What is the one action I want the viewer to take after seeing this? And how can I use design to make that action an obvious and easy choice?" Your job is to create visual solutions that get tangible business results. This is the mindset that separates the struggling, starving artist from a successful, six-figure graphic designer. Case File 02. Deconstructing Design. The 5 Unbreakable Principles of Visual Communication. Great design is not a matter of subjective taste. It is not magic. It is a science governed by a small set of powerful, universal, and unbreakable principles. These principles are rooted in the psychology of how the human brain perceives and organizes visual information. The amateur designer creates layouts based on gut feeling. The architect builds their designs on the bedrock of these 5 foundational principles. Mastering these 5 principles is the 80/20ths of design education. These are the 5 unbreakable principles. 1. Hierarchy. This is the law of what's most important. Hierarchy is the art of making the most important element in your design look the most important. A design with strong hierarchy guides the viewer's eye on a deliberate journey. You create hierarchy using contrast in size, weight, or color. Every design must have a clear number 1, number 2, and number 3 element of importance. 2. Alignment. This is the law of invisible lines. Nothing in your design should be placed on the page arbitrarily. Every single element should have a clear visual connection to another element on the page. Imagine invisible vertical and horizontal lines running through your design. Every element must have its edge or its center aligned to one of these lines. This creates a subconscious sense of order. 3. Proximity. This is the law of grouping. Items that are related to each other should be grouped close together. Items that are not related should be separated by space. The brain perceives items that are close together as a single, related group. This turns a chaotic collection of information into clear, easy-to-digest chunks. 4. Repetition. This is the law of consistency. You should repeat key visual elements throughout a design to create a sense of unity and professionalism. Repetition is the foundation of branding. You will repeat your chosen brand colors, fonts, and shapes across all of your designs. Consistency builds brand recognition and trustworthiness. 5. White space. This is the law of breathing room. White space, or negative space, is the empty, unmarked space in your design. It is not wasted space. It is the single most important element for creating a design that feels clean, modern, and uncluttered. When in doubt, add more white space. These 5 principles are your new architectural code. They are not suggestions, they are laws. Case File 03. The hireable skill set. The core services every business needs from a graphic designer. You are a visual problem solver. But what are the specific, tangible problems that businesses will actually pay you to solve? A graphic designer is a broad term. A hireable graphic designer is a specialist who can deliver a specific set of high-value, commercially driven deliverables. Your goal is to master the small handful of services that are in constant, universal demand. These are the Freelance 4, your core service offerings. 1. Logo and brand identity design. The business problem is we are a new business and we need to look professional and trustworthy. The deliverable is more than just a logo. A full brand identity kit is a high-value package that includes the primary logo, a defined color palette, a defined typography scheme, and a simple, one-page brand style guide. This is the foundational, highest-value service a designer can offer. 2. Social media graphics. The business problem is we need a consistent, professional, and eye-catching presence on our social media channels. The deliverable is a social media template package. You will design a set of 5 to 10 beautiful, reusable templates in Canva for their Instagram posts and stories. This is a recurring need for businesses. 3. Simple marketing and sales materials. The business problem is we need professional-looking materials for our sales and marketing efforts. The deliverables are small, essential projects. For digital, this includes PDF lead magnets and simple web graphics. For print, this includes business cards, flyers, and postcards. 4. Simple website and landing page design. The business problem is we need a simple, professional web presence to act as our digital storefront. You're not a web developer. You are a designer who works within a user-friendly platform. You will specialize in designing beautiful pages using a platform like Card or by creating mockups in Canva. By focusing your energy on mastering these core, in-demand deliverables, you are building the most direct and efficient path to a profitable design career. Case File 04. The Canva Command Center. Mastering the only tool you need to build a six-figure career. The traditional design industry is built on a foundation of complex, expensive, and intimidating software like the Adobe Creative Suite. This software barrier was a formidable wall that kept many aspiring creatives out of the industry. That wall has been completely demolished. A revolutionary, browser-based tool has emerged that has not only democratized design, but has become the secret weapon of a new generation of smart, efficient, and highly profitable freelance designers. That tool is Canva. The old guard of the design world may look down on Canva as a toy. This is a legacy mindset. The architect understands that the goal is not to use the most complex tool. The goal is to deliver a professional result to the client in the most efficient way possible. For 95% of the core design work that small businesses need, Canva is not just good enough. It is the superior tool for the job. Canva is your primary weapon for several reasons. First, its radical simplicity. Canva's interface is built on an intuitive drag-and-drop model. You can bypass the steep learning curve of traditional software and start creating professional-looking designs in hours. Second, the template advantage. Canva's greatest strength is its massive, professionally designed template library. You will never start from a blank canvas. You can start with a proven, well-structured template and simply customize it. Third, the brand kit feature. Canva's Pro plan includes a brand kit feature. This allows you to upload your client's logo, color palette, and fonts one time. Then, every time you create a new design, you can apply their entire brand identity with a single click. Fourth, client collaboration. You can share a design with a client via a simple link. For things like social media templates, you can share the template in a way that allows them to easily edit it for their future posts. You are not just delivering files, you are delivering a living, usable system. By choosing to master this one, simple, and powerful tool, you are choosing the smartest, most efficient, and most modern path to becoming a successful, profitable, and highly in-demand graphic designer. Part 2. The Designer's Toolkit. Mastering the Core Deliverables. Case File 05. The Logo Blueprint. A system for creating memorable and professional logos. The logo is the face of a brand. It is the single most concentrated piece of visual communication a business has. The task of designing a logo can feel like a monumental act of pure creative genius. The amateur designer panics. The architect does not try to reinvent the wheel. They understand that a great logo is not about a flash of artistic brilliance. It is about clarity, simplicity, and appropriateness. They use a systematic approach to create a logo that is professional and memorable. This is the logo deconstruction blueprint. A great logo has 3 core components. Component 1, the mark. This is the visual symbol or icon of a logo. For a beginner, the most effective choice is the combination mark, which is a simple combination of a symbol and the company name. To create the icon, you will first brainstorm keywords that describe the business. Then, you will search Canva's Elements library for these keywords, looking for a simple, clean, and instantly recognizable icon. Component 2, the logotype. This is the text part of your logo. The font you choose is the primary way you communicate the brand's personality. A clean sans serif font like Montserrat suggests modernity. An elegant serif font like Playfair Display suggests sophistication. You will choose one single, high-quality font for the company name. Component 3, the lockup. This is the final arrangement of the mark and the logotype. You will create 2 standard lockups. The horizontal lockup places the icon to the left of the company name and is great for website headers. The vertical or stacked lockup places the icon above the company name and is great for social media profiles. Finally, you must follow the black and white first mandate. This is a non-negotiable rule. You will design the entire logo in black and white first. A logo that relies on color to be effective is a weak logo. A great logo must be powerful based on its shape and structure alone. Only after you have a strong black and white version will you begin to experiment with adding the brand's accent color. Case File 06, the Brand Identity Kit, architecting a cohesive look and feel for any business. You have created a brilliant logo for your client. This is a huge victory. The amateur designer stops here. They deliver the logo file and consider the job done. This is a missed opportunity of massive proportions. A logo is a single asset. A brand identity is a complete, cohesive visual system. Offering a brand identity kit is the single most effective way to elevate yourself from a low-paid logo designer to a high-value brand consultant. It is a premium package that is far more valuable to the client, and therefore, you can charge significantly more for it. This is the Brand Identity Kit Blueprint. It is a professional, multi-page PDF document that you will create for your client. It is their official rulebook for using their new brand. Component 1. The logo and its variations. You will present the final logo and provide clear rules for its use. This includes showcasing the different lockups, defining the clear space or minimum white space that must be left around the logo, and showing a few examples of what not to do with a logo, like stretching it. Component 2. The color palette. You will display large swatches of each of the brand's colors. For each color, you will provide its hex code for web use, its CMYK values for print use, and its RGB values. Component 3. The typography. You will clearly state the name of the font family and display it in its different weights. You will create a clear hierarchy example for headlines, subheadings, and body copy. Component 4. Visual elements. This is an optional but powerful addition. You can provide a small set of curated stock photos that have a consistent mood, or a set of secondary icons that match the style of the logo. Component 5. The mockups. This is the wow moment. You will use Canva's Smart Mockups feature to place the new logo and brand identity onto a series of realistic mockups, like a business card, a social media post on a phone screen, or a t-shirt. This complete brand identity kit is a tremendously valuable asset. It transforms your service from "I made you a logo" to "I have built you a complete, professional visual system." Case File 07. The Social Media Machine, a playbook for designing high-engagement graphics for Instagram and Facebook. Every modern business needs a professional and consistent presence on social media. But most small business owners are not designers. They struggle to create visually appealing content, and their social media feeds often end up looking messy and unprofessional. This is a massive pain point. As a designer, one of the most valuable and in-demand services you can offer is a social media template package. You're not offering to be their full-time social media manager. You're offering a much more scalable service. You will be the architect who designs a suite of beautiful, professional, and easy-to-use templates for them in Canva. You are empowering them to create their own great-looking content. This is the Canva Template Blueprint. Your mission is to create a set of 5 to 10 versatile templates that are fully customized with your client's new brand identity. Step 1. The content pillars. First, identify the 3 to 5 core types of posts that the client will be making. Common pillars include a promotional post, an educational tip post, a customer testimonial, a motivational quote, and a behind-the-scenes post. Step 2. The template architecture. Now, design 1 or 2 template variations for each of these content pillars in Canva. You will use the client's brand kit to ensure every template is perfectly on brand. Your templates must be incredibly easy for a non-designer to use. They should have clear, predefined text boxes and simple drag-and-drop frames where the client can easily place their own photos. Step 3. The carousel template. This is an advanced move. On platforms like Instagram, carousel posts get significantly higher engagement. You will create a simple 3 to 5 slide carousel template. The first slide should be a powerful headline. The middle slide's a series of tips, and the final slide a clear call to action. Step 4. The delivery and training. You will deliver the templates as a shareable Canva template link. When the client clicks this link, it will create a copy of your templates directly in their own Canva account. You will also record a short 5-minute Loom video where you share your screen and show the client exactly how to use their new templates. This is a simple, high-touch act of customer service that makes you seem incredibly valuable. Case File 08, The Real-World Projects, a guide to designing business cards, flyers, and simple web graphics. While much of modern design is digital, businesses still operate in the physical world. They attend networking events and need a professional business card to hand to a potential client. Your ability to design these simple, real-world marketing materials is a core, bread-and-butter skill that will make you an invaluable one-stop shop for your clients. The architect knows that the same 5 unbreakable principles of design apply, and that modern tools like Canva have made the process of creating professional, print-ready files remarkably simple. First, the business card. The goal is to create a simple, clean, and professional card that clearly communicates the essential information. The most common mistake is to cram it with too much information. You must embrace white space. Side 1 should be the brand side, featuring the logo, centered and prominent. Side 2 is the information side, containing the essential contact information, perfectly aligned in a single block. When you're finished, you will export the design as a PDF print file, and you must select the crop marks and bleed option. This adds the technical markers a professional printer needs. Second, the flyer. The goal is to create an eye-catching, scannable flyer that communicates one single, clear message. A person will glance at a flyer for about 3 seconds. You must use the principle of hierarchy with ruthless force. The headline must be the biggest, boldest element. The second element is a single, compelling image. The third is a few brief, bulleted points of essential information. And the final element is a clear call to action. Third, simple web graphics. The goal is to create a set of cohesive, on-brand graphics for a client's website or blog. This includes website banners, blog post thumbnails, and simple icons. The repetition principle is key here. You will use the client's brand kit in Canva to ensure that every single graphic you create uses the exact same colors, fonts, and general style. By mastering the simple blueprints for these real-world projects, you are dramatically increasing your value as a freelance designer. You're a full-service visual architect. Part 3. The Portfolio Project, Building Your Proof of Work. Case File 09. The Job-Ready Project Blueprint. Creating a full brand identity for a fictional business. You now have the full toolkit. You understand the principles of great design, and you know how to create the core deliverables that businesses need. Now, it is time to assemble all of these skills into a single, comprehensive demonstration of your abilities, your portfolio project. This is the culmination of your journey. This project will be the flagship of your portfolio. The architect does not wait for a real client to give them this opportunity. You will create your own. You will invent a fictional business and architect its entire visual brand from the ground up. This is the fictional client blueprint. Step 1. Invent your client. You will invent a simple, easy-to-understand local business. Choose a type of business that you are genuinely interested in. Example ideas include The Daily Grind, a modern minimalist coffee shop, Summit Supply Company, an e-commerce store for rock climbing enthusiasts, or City Paws, an urban dog walking service. For this example, we will use the Daily Grind coffee shop. Step 2. Create the client brief. You will create a simple, one-page document that acts as the brief from your fictional client. This demonstrates that you are a strategic designer. It will include the business name, the target audience, and the brand values like modern, minimalist, and community-focused. Step 3. Architect and design the full brand identity. You will now execute the exact protocols you have learned to build a complete brand package for the Daily Grind. You will create a simple, minimalist logo. You will create a full professional brand identity kit. You will design a set of 5 to 7 reusable Canva templates for their Instagram feed. And you will design matching on-brand real-world materials like a business card and a flyer. Step 4. Create the hero mockups. The final, Most impressive step is to use Canva's Smart Mockups feature to bring your brand to life. You will create a series of stunning, realistic mock-up images that showcase your designs in a real-world context, like your logo on the sign outside the coffee shop, or your Instagram templates on a smartphone screen. By the end of this project, you will have a complete, professional, and visually cohesive set of assets. You have not just designed a logo. You have architected an entire brand world. This is the project that proves you are a professional visual architect. Case File 10, Phase 1, the logo and color palette. This is the genesis of your portfolio project. Every subsequent design decision will be built upon the architectural foundation you lay in this first phase. Your mission is to create the core visual DNA of your fictional brand, the Daily Grind. This will involve two key deliverables, the logo and the color palette. The architectural objective is to create a logo and color palette that are simple, modern, memorable, and aligned with the brand values of minimalist, high quality, and community-focused. Step 1. The logo deconstruction. You will execute the protocol from Case File 05 using Canva's Logo Maker. For the mark, you will brainstorm keywords like coffee, mug, and minimal. You will search Canva's Elements library and select a clean, minimalist icon of a steaming coffee mug. For the logotype, to match the modern and minimalist values, you will choose a clean, geometric sans serif font like Poppins. You will set the brand name, the Daily Grind, in a bold weight and add a tagline, coffee and community, in a lighter weight. For the lockup, you will create both a stacked vertical version and a horizontal version. You will complete this entire design process in black and white first. Step 2. The color palette architecture. Now that you have a strong black and white logo, you will build the brand's color world around it using the 60-30-10 rule. For your primary neutral color, you will choose an off-white or a light cream. For your secondary text color, you will choose a dark charcoal gray. For your accent color, to evoke warmth, you will choose a single, rich terracotta or rust color. You will create a simple page displaying these three color swatches with their corresponding hex codes. Step 3. The final assembly. You will now create the final, full-color versions of your logo lockups, applying the color palette you just defined. By the end of this phase, you will have the first critical page of your final case study, showcasing your final logo lockups and a professional presentation of your three-part color palette. You have successfully created the foundational visual DNA for the entire brand. Case File 11, Phase 2, the social media template suite. Your client, the Daily Grind, needs a beautiful and consistent Instagram presence, but they don't have the time or the skill to create professional graphics every day. In this phase, you will solve that problem for them. You will architect a suite of versatile, easy-to-use Canva templates that will empower them to create a stunning social media feed with minimal effort. The architectural objective is to design a set of 5 to 7 on-brand, plug-and-play Instagram post templates that are visually cohesive and cover the client's core content needs. Step 1. The content pillar identification. You will design templates for the most common types of posts a coffee shop would make. This includes a drink of the week promotional post, a meet the barista team highlight post, a customer quote or testimonial post, a simple brand quote or tip post, and an event announcement post. Step 2. The template construction in Canva. You will create a new 1080 by 1080 pixel design in Canva and build out your templates. You will use the client's brand kit, their logo, colors, and fonts to ensure perfect consistency. Your templates must be incredibly easy for a non-designer to use. They should have clear, predefined text boxes and simple drag-and-drop frames where the client can easily place their own photos. You should also create some visual variety by mixing up the layouts, some with white backgrounds, some with color backgrounds, some photo-dominant, and some text-dominant. Step 3. The grid view test. An Instagram feed is viewed as a grid. Your templates must look good not just individually, but also when they are sitting next to each other. In Canva, you can use the grid view to see all of your template designs at once. You are looking for a balance of consistency and variety. The deliverable for this phase will be the second key section of your portfolio case study. It will be a single, beautiful image that displays a mock-up of an Instagram grid, showing how your templates look when used together. This proves that you don't just design single images. You design a cohesive social media presence. Case File 12. Phase 3. The Brand Style Guide, your masterpiece. You have created all the individual assets for your fictional client, the daily grind. You have the logo, the color palette, and the social media templates. The final step is to package these assets into a single, professional, and incredibly high-value document. This is your brand style guide. The brand style guide is the architectural blueprint for the brand's entire visual identity. It is the official rulebook that the client will use for years to come to ensure their brand remains consistent. Delivering this document is what elevates you from a simple designer to a true brand architect. It is the masterpiece of your portfolio project. The architectural objective is to create a clean, professional, multi-page PDF document in Canva that clearly and beautifully presents all the brand assets you have created and provides simple rules for their use. You will create a new A4 size design in Canva. It will be composed of the following pages. Page 1, the cover page. This will simply and elegantly display the client's new logo in the center of the page with the words Brand Style Guide below it. Page 2, the logo and its variations. Here you will showcase the primary logo and the different lockups. You will also include the critical don'ts, showing a few examples of how to misuse the logo. Page 3, the couleur palette. Display large swatches of your primary, secondary, and accent colors. For each color, you will list its official name and its hex, RGB, and CMYK values. Page 4, the typography. Clearly define the brand's typography system. State the font family name and show a visual example of the typographic hierarchy. Page 5, the social media templates. Showcase your beautiful social media templates, perhaps in a grid format. Page 6, the mockups page. This is the grand finale. Create a stunning full-page collage of the hero mockups you created. Show the logo on the coffee cup, the business card on the table, and the social media feed on the phone. In your final case study, you will include a note. Final deliverables included all logo files, the complete brand style guide PDF, and a shareable Canva template link for the social media graphics. This is a crucial line that demonstrates your high-value approach. Part 4, the career engine, from Canva to clients. Case File 13, the Behance Blueprint, a simple system for building a portfolio that gets noticed. You have your masterpiece, the complete, stunning brand identity project for the daily grind. Now, you need a theater to showcase it to the world. A simple, personal website is essential, but to get discovered by other creatives and potential clients, you must also have a presence on the industry-standard portfolio platform, Behance. Behance is a free platform where designers from all over the world share their work. It is a place to see and be seen. Having a professional, well-structured project on Behance is a powerful signal of legitimacy. It is the digital equivalent of having your work displayed in a prestigious gallery. This is the Behance Project Blueprint. Your goal is to take all the assets and mockups from your portfolio project and present them as a single, beautiful, long-scrolling project on your Behance profile. Step 1, the hero image. This is the first impression. The very first image in your Behance project is the most critical. It is the thumbnail that will appear in search results. It must be stunning and intriguing. You will use your single best hero mockup, like the logo on the coffee cup. Step 2, the narrative flow. You will structure your Behance project to tell the story of your design process. As a user scrolls down the page, you will guide them on a journey. The order of operations should be the hero image, a short project brief, the final logo, the color palette and typography, your collection of mockups, and finally, a simple thank you for viewing image. Step 3, the project details. This is the SEO of Behance and is crucial for getting discovered. Your project title should be clear, like the Daily Grind Brand Identity Design. For project tags, use a variety of relevant keywords like logo design, branding, graphic design, Canva, and coffee shop. For tools used, be sure to list Canva. This is a powerful keyword for attracting clients who are specifically looking for a Canva designer. Your Behance profile itself should be simple and professional, with a clean headshot, a one-sentence bio, and a prominent link back to your full portfolio website. Case File 14. The Freelance Launchpad, the system for finding and pitching your first high-value client. You're now a professional. You have the skills and a stunning portfolio that serves as undeniable proof. The final bridge to cross is the one that leads to your first paying client. The amateur designer becomes passive. They upload their work to a freelance marketplace and wait to be chosen from a sea of thousands, competing on price. The architect does not wait. They hunt. They use a proactive, targeted, and value-driven approach to identify and engage their ideal clients. They do not ask for a job. They offer a solution. This is the value-first pitching protocol. Step 1. The ideal client profile. You will not pitch to everyone. You will focus on the highest probability targets. Your ideal target is a small business that is successful despite having a mediocre or outdated visual brand. You can find them using Google Maps to search for local businesses or by searching Instagram hashtags for a niche you're passionate about. Step 2. The brand audit. For each target you identify, perform a quick 5-minute brand audit. You are looking for one specific, high-impact area of improvement. Is their logo old and pixelated? Is their social media feed inconsistent? Step 3. The warm video pitch. This is the pattern interrupt. You will not send a cold email. You will send a personalized, value-driven video using a free screen recording tool like Loom. The script should be 2 to 3 minutes max. Start with a personalized and empathetic intro. Then, share your screen with their Instagram feed or website pulled up. Point out a small opportunity for them. Then, the spec work reveal. You will now quickly show them a single, beautiful social media template that you created for them, using their existing logo, but with your professional eye for fonts and colors. This is your secret weapon. It shows, it doesn't just tell. Finally, offer a low-pressure close. This is just a quick idea. Would you be open to a brief 15-minute call next week to chat about a few other ideas I have? This is a masterful pitch. You have demonstrated your expertise, proven your value up front, and established yourself as a proactive, high-value consultant. Case File 15. The Pricing Protocol. How to confidently charge for your creative work and get it. Your video pitch was a knockout. The business owner was blown away and has agreed to the 15-minute call. Now comes the moment that makes most creatives break out in a cold sweat, talking about money. The amateur designer, riddled with imposter syndrome, prices their work based on fear. They charge by the hour and drastically undervalue their skills. The architect knows that pricing is a strategic act of positioning. You are not selling your time. You're selling a valuable business outcome. A great brand identity is not an expense, it is an investment. Your price must reflect that value. This is the package solution pricing blueprint. First is the no hourly rates mandate. You will never, ever charge by the hour. You will always charge a flat, project-based fee. This aligns your interests with the clients. They know the exact price up front, and you are rewarded for your efficiency. Second is the package architecture. You will not offer a vague menu of services. You will present your services in clear, easy-to-understand packages. This makes your offerings feel more professional. You will create 3 clearly defined packages. For example, Package 1, the logo and style guide. Package 2, the social media starter package. And Package 3, the full brand package. Third is the 3-tiered option proposal. On your discovery call, you will present your packages as a set of 3 options. This is a powerful price anchoring technique. You'll present a basic tier, a standard or recommended tier, and a premium tier. The premium option makes your recommended middle option feel like the most reasonable and best value choice. You have anchored the perception of value high. Fourth is the confident delivery. When you present your options, you will do so with a calm, confident, and consultative tone. After presenting the options, you will ask a simple, collaborative question. Which of these options feels like the best fit for your goals right now? Then, you will be silent and let them decide. By using this professional, packaged, and value-anchored pricing protocol, you're taking control of the sales conversation and positioning yourself as a high-value strategic partner. Conclusion: you are the visual architect. You began this roadmap with a myth, the myth of the artistic genius, the creative prodigy who is simply born with a special talent. You saw a world of subjective art and intimidating software, and you believe that you, a logical and practical person, were not qualified to build a career in design. That myth has now been systematically replaced with a powerful, engineered reality. You now know that great graphic design is not art, it is communication. It is not about a mysterious gift. It is about a learnable system of unbreakable principles. You are not an artist. You are a visual problem solver. You are a visual architect. You have deconstructed the 5 core laws of visual communication that govern all effective design. You have filled your toolkit with the most valuable and in-demand commercial services, and you have mastered the simple, powerful, and accessible tool of Canva to deliver them with professional speed and efficiency. Most importantly, you have moved beyond theory. You have the blueprint for building a stunning, comprehensive portfolio project that will serve as the undeniable proof of your new skills. You have the system for finding your first client, the script for closing your first deal, and the confidence to package and price your work like a seasoned professional. You do not just have knowledge. You have a complete, end-to-end business plan for a profitable freelance career. The path from here is one of execution. It is the work of building your portfolio, pitching your first client, and applying these systems in the real world. Your logical mind and your ability to bring order to chaos are not weaknesses in the world of design. They are your superpowers. You're no longer a passive consumer of brands. You're an architect of them. You possess the skill to turn abstract business goals into clear, compelling, and beautiful visual communication. You are the visual architect. Now go build. Did this roadmap help you? Your journey is just beginning, but your feedback is crucial. If this book provided you with real-world value, the single best way to support this mission is to leave an honest review on Amazon. More by Gardinski. Your roadmap continues. You can now create stunning visuals. The next step is to build a business around that skill and expand your creative arsenal. Book recommendations include From Zero to Leader and From Zero to Launch.